Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time we basically got set up for the boss fight, and in between episodes I used up to 30 potions, this time on Rikku because the upcoming boss fight leads into a bunch of cutscenes, and those cutscenes are affected by our affection rating. Though this time it's not just Lulu and Rikku involved. There are actually 4 different scenes with 4 different party members. And every time I've played this game, I've only ever got one scene. But, thanks to the magic of YouTube, I've seen all the scenes and I realize how important they are to the story. So we're going to show off all of them today. No matter how many times I run into enemies when I'm trying to get to the boss fight.
I won't go so easy on you next time.
But yeah, if you're going to try and farm these scenes yourself, I would wait until you get to this point where Yuna is no longer in your party and you have a chance to run back to the inn. That way you have to watch less of the cutscenes over and over again as you're doing things. And I believe we already watched this part of it, but anyway, I'm going to show it off again.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we already showed off that scene, because I still don't understand why he would be so worried for it. Like, I understand, you know, from the perspective of potential bride for Seymour, but you do realize what she's supposed to be doing, right? I'll always get a kick out of this scene, you know, thanks to Spoonie's bit on it. The anti-magic field generator kit, or whatever the hell he called it. Now, the main reason why I decided not to put up translations for all the Al Bhed stuff, even though I've seen other people do that before, is because there really isn't a need to. You know, they've pretty much set things up so that, you know, they translate everything that you need to learn about beforehand. So anyway, the negator disables all magic and summoning. So while this little dude is up there, and he's strong against every element except for lightning, but he's not weak to lightning either. So you have to use either that or the special use command, and then an electro marble or a lightning marble, and you can almost one-shot it, I think, with a lightning marble. Regardless, you could also use one of Riku's mixes if you want to take that out. There are a number of ways to take out this boss. You can steal lunar curtains from the sky, which don't really matter at all. I'm not even going to bother stealing. There's no point. Oh, right. I can't cast slow on him. Weapon! Where is my slow touch weapon? And I can't use haste either. That's unfortunate. But you do want to hit slow on this guy before you do pretty much anything else. You can go use if you want to get haste through without, and use a chocobo feather to get haste going. In fact, I'm going to do that so that I don't... Basically, there are multiple ways of doing this fight, and one of them involves using Lulu as a mage, bringing her in, and there we go, and having her cast Reflex, because that'll raise your evasion, and then you take out the negator, and every time you hit the main tank guy after you've taken out the negator, he will counterattack 100% of the time with something I think that does about 500 damage. I don't want him to do that. When the negator is still around, he'll only counterattack 50% of the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to base this around a more physical party as opposed to a magical party. Might as well have her do something, so we'll get a little bit more evasion going here. And we'll see if we can inflict slow on him. Yeah, so he's got a 50% counterattack rate with this Gatling gun. Or no, that's his normal attack, isn't it? He has another attack. It's like a ramming attack that he does. What else can we do with Kimahri here? You don't need to do much of anything. You could lance at this thing and do a little bit of damage to it. Not a lot, but you could eventually kill it that way. I don't think I've inflicted slow yet. He does have a resistance to slow. We'll bring in Waka here. So slow is inflicted, so I can put on a better weapon for him now. Waka can probably almost one-shot this thing. But like I said, that'll initiate a whole bunch of other things. If you want to take it out, what'll happen is he'll charge up for Mana Beam, which does, like, I think it's about 1,000 damage to all party members, but it takes him 3 turns to charge up. Meanwhile, like I said, he's going to be doing a lot of countering to pretty much anything you do, 100%. So I'm not going to do that. If you do choose to do that, you can stop him from using Mana Beam by casting 4 spells against him before he has 3 of his turns to charge up to use Mana Beam, and then it'll just degrade and he'll go back to his regular attack pattern, which is basically just using that Gatling gun over and over again. I really don't care all that much, to be honest. Wow, a lot less damage than I was expecting it to do. So let's put your other weapon on here, Tri-Steel, and let's bring in Yuna, who hasn't done anything, and she can guard for a quick sec. I wonder who's going to do more. Kimahri? Nope. Probably the Orin then. You do want to hit Power Break on this guy, I believe. Or he's immune to it. That works too. And let's bring in Rikku and special use, and we'll get a couple more Chocobo Feathers going. One on you. Yeah, I'm not too worried about his Gatling gun all that much. It isn't all that much to worry about. Not to mention, I can do little minor bits of healing if I need to. Okay, and let's bring Titus back in here. And Titus will get 3 cheers going. And then I'm just going to use all physical attacks since we have elemental strike weapons. And that's pretty much all we really need to do for this fight. And then what I'm going to do toward the end, when I got him down maybe 5,000 HP, is I'm going to bring in somebody, probably Waka, to try and kill the Negator. And then I'm just going to summon, because I can't summon right now, so I'm going to summon Ixion with an overdrive already, and that's pretty much all there is to that. I think that's 5. If not, it's 4. Either way, good enough. Because, yeah, basically, now we do more than enough damage. Titus is going to do a crap ton of damage because of all of this extra stuff. And we've pretty much already reduced him down. Like, your elemental spells will do better than your base physical attacks other than Titus. But, I don't know. I don't find it all that useful, really. I prefer this strategy anyway. Almost enough to take it down. We'll bring in Rikku. She can throw an Electro Marble at that. Enough damage to take it down.
Yuna, you can use magic and call Aeons now.
Yeah! And he's got almost no HP left. He'll eventually build up to his Mana Beam, which we're never going to see. Just to show you how much Lulu will end up doing in this fight with Thundara. Decent amount of damage for sure, but he's going to counter every single time with that, and it just means way more healing. So I leave the Negator around, and that's pretty much all there is to that. I think everybody else has already done stuff. You've done stuff. So let's bring in you. We'll summon Ixion. Ixion should be able to max out the damage now with its overdrive, so you don't need to do as much damage as I did, but I figured I'd kind of show off a little more of the boss fight. Because, to be honest, you could attack him like 3 times, summon Ixion, and overdrive, and you win. But I figured I'd at least kind of show some amount of boss fight. But yeah, we've now hit the point where we can deal 9,999 damage with an Aeon's overdrive. So at this point, anytime you need to do an overdrive, just make sure you've taken them down to like 9,000 HP and you're good to go. Pretty much getting overkill should be really easy for the rest of the game. Until a certain point, anyway. Alright. And you can rarely get 4 elixirs instead of 2 for overkills. Only 2 if you didn't do the overkill. It's rare. Not going to happen very often. But
Milady.
Anyway.
Rikku! Ich fem dan vidran!
You're going to tell what?
Aistra guardian of Yuna, Wika? Yuna kva, Fafem Kintran, Krak kva.
We two dreki and moha kegden.
I still can't make out most of that, but it doesn't
I
really
told
matter
him I was a guardian.
because she
Well,
tells us
I
what
guess I had to, really.
they said anyway.
How come you speak Al Bed? Why?
Waka is dumb as shit.
Because I'm Albed. And that was my brother.
I'm sure he's got a really original name too.
Why didn't you tell me?
Because you dumb.
We knew you'd be upset.
This is great. I can't believe I've been traveling with an Al Bed, a heathen.
You're wrong. We have nothing against Yevon.
But you Al Bed used the forbidden machina. You know what that means?
That means
Sin
you're a
was born
racist
because people
jackass.
use machina.
You got proof? Show me proof.
It's in Yevon's teaching. Well, not that you know.
That's not good enough.
My
Yevon
thoughts
says
exactly.
This, Yevon says that. Can't you think for yourself?
Well, then you tell me.
This is the problem
Where
that I
did
end
sin
up
come
having
from,
with this
huh?
game.
I don't know.
That doesn't prove
Badmouth
jack
Yevon,
shit.
and that's all you can come up with.
But that doesn't mean you should do whatever they say without thinking.
Exactly.
Nothing will ever change that
That's
way.
why I find
Nothing has to change.
You want sin to keep coming back? There might be a way to stop it, you know?
Sin will be gone once we atone for our past mistakes.
When? How?
If we keep faith in Yevon's teachings, it will be gone one day.
Why do I even bother?
no doubt.
Rikku. Will this move?
Yes!
We're not using that, are we? Wait. Sir Aron isn't Al Bed too, is he?
Come on, Waka.
What?
I mean, getting angry just because you found out Riku's an Al Bed. You guys got along fine till now, didn't you?
That's different. I mean,
No, it's not.
Well, I don't claim to know that much about Spira. And I probably know even less about the Al Bed, but I know Riku's a good person. She's just Riku.
Lou,
Just think of this as an opportunity to learn more about the Albed.
This is where I end up having a
Give him time
huge
to think.
problem with the story. It's not the story itself.
You've done nothing to apologize for.
True.
All right, let's ride.
You sure you know how to drive this?
Better than Kimahri does.
Wait, I used all the potions on Riku. Game. Well, we'll watch this one first. That's fine. But yeah, this is the point where the obsession
I
with
hope
Yevon
You're not too mad at
becomes
Waka.
kind of a detriment
not
to the
at all.
plot.
Thank you.
Now, this scene basically will play out with one of 4 characters. Waka's
Say,
not an
what
option
do you think
right
of Riku?
now.
Me? She's fun to be with.
That all?
Well, I can tell she's not a bad person.
Yeah. You know what the problem is? She's just another Al Bed to Waka. Waka's head is as hard as a rock. I bet it's because of Yevon, or you know, something like that.
Well, there's more to it than that. Waka doesn't like the Albed because of his brother Chapu.
Oh, he used a Machina weapon, right? And got killed by Sin. Killed by my old man.
Wait, what?
Damn you, Jack.
What?
No, nothing. Hey, can someone, like a human, become Sin ever?
I can't say that I know. But why?
Just a thought.
Sin is the punishment for, and the incarnation of crimes we have committed.
So no one really knows what it is.
There's no need to know, so no one asks. You run or you fight. That is really all you can do. There's no sense brooding over it.
What, that's all? I mean, you don't even wonder?
You really do come from a world where there is no sin, like you say.
And this is where you get a little more evidence to what I had talked about before with Titus, where he brings a different perspective to a lot of the characters, and he is the force of change that gets a lot of these characters to think about things in a different way than they otherwise would. So anyway, even though I used 30 potions on Rikku, it didn't work, so I'm going to go back and redo the boss fight and use more than 30 potions this time and maybe kill Lulu, maybe that'll help, and see if that works. Okay, we're back. Now hopefully I killed off Lulu a couple of times this time around, and I'm just going to spam the button and skip through most of this dialogue. But I killed Lulu a couple of times, which should lower my percentage to her affection rating with Titus.
Why?
You have to use Titus in order to do that, obviously.
Why didn't you?
We knew.
So I did that, and I gave
I
40
can't
potions
believe
to
it.
Rikku this time.
You're
So
wrong.
hopefully that'll
But you
work.
outbid you. You know what that?
The only
Sin was
downside
You got
to
proof?
trying to kill off
It's in
Lulu
Yevon's
is she's
teeth.
got such high
That's not-
evasion that you can
Yevon
almost
says that-
never hit her.
Can't you think?
So what I do is I
what is
use
sin
Lulu to target basic fire spells
You
on
badmouth
herself
Yevon.
so that she drains
That
some of
doesn't
her
mean she do
HP
whatever-
herself,
Nothing
and
will-
then just make sure Titus
Nothing-
delivers the finishing
Yes.
blow.
There might be a way to.
Sin will be gone
Where?
if we keep.
Alternatively,
faith in
you could use Waka's aim ability to help
this
you out
move?
there. But anyway,
We're not used. Wait.
Come on. I
Waka
mean,
is such a
getting-
jackass.
You guys got along fine.
That's different.
I've been trying to
Well,
keep
I don't
my
claim-
my kind
and I
of
probably know even-
annoyance with
I know,
how
because
they direct
just-
Waka's
Just
character
think of this as a
mostly from coming to the surface up until now, but this is kind of
Give
like
him
the big annoying bit here.
you've done.
All right.
You sure you know how to drive this?
Better than Kimahri does.
Okay, so we're gonna switch up this time. There we go. We got the Rikku scene. Now, I don't blame you if you've never seen any of these scenes up until the test run. I hadn't either.
Sorry about Waka.
He didn't have to be so mean, yeah? I almost cried.
Rikku.
Just kidding. It's okay. At least you're still nice. Hey, do I look like Uni, you think?
Huh?
Well, my dad's sister is Uni's mother. You get it?
Oh!
Ah, I had no idea. If you say so.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess you're guarding your family then.
Makes
Yuna's
sense.
not the only one that I want to protect.
Aww, isn't it cute?
We Albed want to protect all of the summoners, you know? Summoners are... Well, you could say that they sacrifice themselves to, well, to bring happiness to Spira.
What do you mean?
Oh,
Rikku?
yes?
Sacrifice themselves?
Yeah.
You know, the pilgrimage. It, takes a lot out of you.
Oh, right. But you know, Yuna's real serious about being a summoner. For Yuna, well, the pilgrimage kind of means everything to her. You are gonna help her too, aren't you, Rikku? So you shouldn't say that Yuna's sacrificing herself. Rikku?
I hope you're right.
No, it seems kind of an odd scene. If you've played the game before, you'll notice a whole whack ton of extras in there that you wouldn't have gotten otherwise. Anyway, that's all for this one, and we will see you just as the Kimahri scene starts. Okay, this time, finally, I had to kill Lulu 15 times and use like 40 potions on Kimahri. It was ridiculously hard to get this one. But anyway, we got it now.
Say. What do you think about Rikku being an Albed?
Ronso are followers of Yevon. Ronso dislike Albed,
Oh, I get it.
not Kimahri. Albed are Albed. Rikku is Rikku. Rikku swore to protect Yuna, and Rikku is not a liar. Kimahri can tell, so she is a friend.
You know, you might want to tell her that later. I think she needs to know that we still want her with us.
Kimahri is surprised.
Why?
Kimahri think you are kind.
Don't tell anyone, okay?
And the reason why I particularly like that scene is it plays off Kimahri's ability to be, you know, this calm, collected, soft-spoken, but when he does say things, they're important. And it also plays off the fact that Titus is paying attention, which isn't always apparent. Anyway, one more to go. There is one with Orin. Yuna is, of course, accompanying Trommel, and Waka went to walk on his own. So, let's see if we can get that one to work. Okay, round 2. Well, I guess technically it's round 4, but round 2 of this really long set of off-screenness that I've had to do. This time we get to ride with Orin.
You're no fun to ride with at all. I'll take Kimahri over you any day.
Yeah.
Just don't do anything rash.
What's that mean?
I'm saying you should not complicate matters, or you'll find yourself trapped. Understand?
I don't need you to tell me that.
Now, I could mention what he's alluding to, but that would be a
I guess there's
spoiler.
some sense in what you're saying.
Make mistakes.
Huh?
That's what youth is for, after all. Do not waste it.
So which is it?
Make mistakes or don't make them. Well, that was a long episode for me. That took well over an hour of off-screen grinding. So that's pretty much all the time we have for today. And there's a Mega Potion there. And now that we've done this, before going in there, we need to come all the way back. Which is rather unfortunate. And I'm going to run away from all the battles that we run into here.
I'll be right back.
Because we do not have Yuna with us, though we do have Waka back again. And you do want to take this side path because there is a treasure chest we can get by doing so. Now, I'm going to make the point now when it comes to Waka and kind of the way religion is portrayed in this game. I'm not saying all organized religion is bad, so that's the first thing I want to point out. But the way they use it in this game, it's kind of a strange thing.
Live and let live!
Because it's this guiding force that guides and is the focus of the entire world, really. But the Albed have a slightly, well, not slightly, but they have a different perspective. They are kind of more atheists than they are, or agnostic, or whatever you want to call it, as opposed to believers in this organized religion. Not that they have... Oh, there's an item back there. Not that they have, from what I can gather, a problem with organized religion, or with, you know, believing in a deity. What they have a problem with is the way it's organized and how it seems to dominate people's lives and not get them to think about things. It's locked them in this set way. And the reason why we came back is because we had to get this treasure chest, which is available now, and now we are no longer allowed to head back. So anyway, I'm just going to save here since the shop's right here, and that's fastest. But yeah, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Oh, hello. Hard to believe. Are you who I think you are? No, you're not. Okay, that's later. Anyway, like I said, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys back at the temple next time.